bloody money, Baldrick, or you're dead!
Give me the bloody money, Baldrick, or you're dead, my lord.
Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the jokes in Blackadder that have become better with time.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Thank God! We lived through it! The Great War, 1914 to 1970.
Number 10. The Young Crone.
Tell me, Young Crone, is this Putney?
That it be.
Yes, it is, not that it be. You don't have to talk in that stupid voice to me. I'm not a tourist.
The second series kicks off with Bells, which does a remarkable job of establishing the Tudor setting. Edmund ends up falling head over heels for his new servant Kate, who is disguised as a man. This confuses Blackadder so much that he decides to head to the wise woman for assistance.
Oh, I don't hold with this newfangled doctrine. Any problems? I go to the wise woman.
Yes, Baldrick, I'm long past entrusting myself to some deranged druid who gives her professional address as one Dunghill Mansion's Putney.
Along the way, he meets the Young Crone, who is essentially her receptionist.
2 things, my lord, must ye know of the wise woman.
Yes?
First, she is a woman. And second, she is...
wise?
You do know her then?
No!
She easily gets on Blackadder's nerves, written as a satirization of overly dramatic tour guides and entertainers who care more about creating an atmosphere rather than telling you what you need to know.
No! Just a wild stab in the dark, which is incidentally what you'll be getting if you don't start being a bit more helpful.
Number 9. Blackadder's escape kit.
That you, Captain Edmund Blackadder, be taken from this place and suffer death by shooting tomorrow at dawn. Do you have anything to say?
Yes. Could I have an alarm call, please?
Corporal Punishment is the second episode of the final series, which sees Edmund nearly executed by the jolliest firing squad in history. Thankfully, Baldrick has a plan as cunning as ever, which involves giving him this comically pathetic escape kit.
Do not despair, sir. All my talk of food was just a dead herring. In fact, I have a cunning plan. This is not food, but an escape kit.
We feel this moment hits harder now than it used to, on account of how common random products like this have become.
With a saw, a hammer, a chisel, a gun, a change of clothes, a Swiss passport, and a huge false moustache, I may just stand a chance.
Now you don't even know what a lot of these kits even contain, with things like monthly loot boxes becoming relatively popular. Many of these kits feel about as useful to us as the escape kit felt for Blackadder, plus it can often be cheaper to buy the products individually.
Ah, but what's this? Unless I'm much mistaken, a hammer and a chisel.
You are much mistaken.
A pencil and a miniature trumpet.
Number 8. Sean's survival.
May his name last as long as our dynasty!
The conclusion to the first series is spectacular, with Edmund finally becoming king, but only for a few seconds before poisoning himself.
And now, at last, I shall be king of it.
The poison in question ends up killing basically the entire court on account of Percy poisoning the entire wine batch. The wine takes everyone's lives almost immediately, except for Sean the Irishman, a daggerman who is considered one of England's most evil men.
May good thrive over our dead bodies!
He manages to miraculously survive, a joke about Irish people having exceptionally high substance tolerances. Despite this, he foolishly opts to take a second sip, which this time proves fatal.
It's got a bit of a sting in its tail.
Number 7. The Scarlet Pimpernel.
On
on toast, I say. Le Pimpernel Scarlet.
Le Pimpernel Scarlet.
Sometimes trends and fads can completely perplex us, with people becoming suddenly obsessed with random things for no clear reason. The Series 3 episode, Nob and Nobility, sees Blackadder experience this, with him becoming bemused by his peers' sudden obsession with France.
Did all those men die in vain on the field of Agincourt? Was the man who burnt Joan of Arc simply wasting good matches?
This also includes the vigilante and celebrity, the Scarlet Pimpernel, who feels like the Regency equivalent of a modern-day influencer.
On the contrary, I'm just sorry I'm so late.
What?
Yes, gentlemen, I have come to take you to freedom.
Hooray!
The Pimpernel turns out to be two men, and despite their reputation, they're pretty dim-witted.
He's looking a little shaken.
Shaken, but not stirred.
Both of them end up drinking poison with virtually no hesitation, leading to two of the most side-splitting deaths in comedy history.
Let me just dump it in the corner first.
Roast my raisins. He's popped it.
Number 6. Macbeth and actors.
All my lovely actors pop in on their way to rehearsal for a little cup of coffee and a big dollop of inspiration.
You mean they actually rehearse?
The Scottish King is the main character of the Scottish play, which is what superstitious actors call Macbeth to avoid bad luck.
Lest you continue in your quotation and mention the name of the Scottish play.
Oh, never fear, I shan't do that.
By the Scottish play, I assume you mean Macbeth.
This is because of a variety of historical tragedies that involved the play. For instance, Chris Rock was slapped by Will Smith at the Oscars only a few minutes after Denzel Washington said Macbeth.
Potato horses stores, blood will make amends.
In the episode Sense and Senility, we see Edmund make a mockery of this superstition, constantly saying the play's name just to see the actor's ridiculous reactions.
Oh, you mean you have to do that every time I say Macbeth?
Potato horses stores, blood will make amends.
Not only is the Macbeth bit gold, but the entire episode's commentary on actors feels just as relevant today as it was at release.
Say, what is all this hullabaloo, all this shouting and screaming and yelling blue murder? Why, it's like that play we saw the other day. What was it called?
Macbeth, sir?
Number 5. The Dictionary.
Here it is, sir, the very cornerstone of English scholarship. This book, sir, contains every word in our beloved language.
Every single one, sir?
Every single word, sir.
Samuel Johnson famously published a dictionary in 1755, which became one of the English language's most significant historical documents. In Blackadder III, we see Baldrick take this dictionary and then quickly lose it.
For the last time, Baldrick, where is Dr. Johnson's manuscript?
On the fire.
To save face, Blackadder rewrites it, alongside making up a plethora of nonsense words.
Well, in that case, sir, I hope you will not object if I also offer the Doctor my most enthusiastic contrafibularities.
It still feels relevant today, with people online constantly coming up with new phrases and words that often appear nonsensical.
Contrafibularities, sir? It is a common word down our way.
Sadly, decades later, none of Edmund's words have entered the mainstream. A highlight of this episode has to be Robbie Coltrane, who does a brilliant job playing Samuel Johnson.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm anaspeptic, phrasmotic, even compunctious to have caused you such pericombobulation.
Number 4. 17 square feet.
Now let's talk about something more jolly, shall we? Look, this is the amount of land we've recaptured since yesterday.
Oh, excellent.
The 4th series might be simultaneously the funniest and saddest 6 episodes of television. It features constant jokes about the horrors of war, like this comical 1-to-1 scale map. The High Command uses it to show off the pitiful amount of land they've captured.
What is the actual scale of this map, darling?
1-to-1, sir.
Come again?
The map is actually life-size, sir. It's superbly detailed. Look, there's a little worm.
While it's a direct satirization of World War I tactics, it feels like still relevant commentary on how wars are conducted. Thousands died for those 17 square feet, and the High Command doesn't seem fazed by the tragedy of the situation.
So the actual amount of land retaken is?
Excuse me, sir.
17 square feet, sir.
While we'll never have another war fought the same way World War I was, it's still completely relevant. For example, in 2025, Russia lost almost 500,000 soldiers to capture approximately 1% of Ukrainian territory.
That's the spirit, George. If nothing else works, then a total pig-headed unwillingness to look facts in the face will see us through.
Number 3. Sir Bob Massingbird.
Oh, you lawyer, yes, sir. Now, don't you think that might be a bit of a waste of money, sir?
Not when he's the finest mind in English legal history. Ever heard of Bob Massingbird?
Lawyers can often be so talented they can get their clients to walk free, despite people believing they had tons of evidence stacked against them. This aspect of our legal system is hilariously satirised in the Series 4 episode where Captain Edmund Blackadder is nearly given a court-martial.
I remember Massingbird's most famous case. The case of the bloody knife. A man was found next to a murdered body. He had the knife in his hand. 13 witnesses had seen him stab the victim.
He hopes to land Bob Massingbird as his lawyer, a man famous for getting a murderer freed, despite 13 people seeing him do the deed, and him admitting to it.
Massingbird not only got him off, he got him knighted in the New Year's honours list, and the relatives of the victim had to pay to have the blood washed out of his jacket.
It's been almost 4 decades since it was written, but it still feels like a relevant satirisation on the British legal system favouring the wealthy and powerful.
Your uncle's a lawyer, but you're not.
Oh, good Lord, no. I'm an absolute duffer at this sort of thing, no.
Number 2. Baldrick becomes an MP.
Now, distinguishing features. None.
Well, I've got this big growth in the middle of my face.
That's your nose, boy.
Series 3 kicks off with a super memorable episode where Blackadder manages to successfully land Baldrick a job as a Member of Parliament. It's a brilliant satirisation of UK politics, which feels even more relevant today than it did at release.
Now, any history of insanity in the family? Tell you what, I'll cross out the in. Any history of sanity in the family? None whatsoever.
Sadly for Blackadder, his scheme fails, as Baldrick is too stupid to remember what he was told to do. In the end, Baldrick gets a substantial bribe to vote against Edmund's wishes.
Ah, the criminal record.
Absolutely not.
Oh, come on, Baldrick, you're going to be an MP, for God's sake. I'll just put fraud and sexual deviance.
He spends the entire thing on a comically large turnip, which feels inspired by the parliamentary expenses scandal, except it couldn't have been, as that happened over 20 years later.
I spent it.
You spent it? What could you possibly spend £400,000 on?
Number 1. Going over the top.
So we are, in fact, going over. This is, as they say, it.
I'm afraid so. Unless I can think of something very quickly.
Calling this one of the greatest endings in TV history might be the least contentious thing you can say about Blackadder. It captivated us when it was released, and decades later, it's just as poignant.
I have a plan, sir.
Really, Baldrick? A cunning and subtle one?
Yes, sir.
As cunning as a fox who's just been appointed Professor of Cunning at Oxford University?
Yes, sir.
It's likely to forever remain relevant, unless humans gave up war entirely. Few pieces of media can have you crying tears of laughter one moment to tears of sorrow the next.
Well, I'm afraid it'll have to wait. Whatever it was, I'm sure it was better than my plan to get out of this by pretending to be mad. I mean, who would have noticed another madman around here?
The final episode does exactly that, and we feel the standout way in which it manages this improves the moment with time. Few endings can compare to it, and the ones that can are few and far between.
Good luck, everyone.
What Blackadder moment do you think has become better with age? And did we mention it today? Let us know in the comments below.